Hello and welcome to Total Party Crit. I am your dungeon master, Dangle.
I'm Vela. I play Esther Feldman. She is also known by the title of Greystrike.
So, hi, my name is Buttons. I am playing Lady Diana Lynette Isadora Bourget.
So I'm Nevar. I'm playing Force Gem Jar.
Hi everyone, I'm Gosia, and I am playing Indigo Inc.
I'm Rooster. I'll play Egan.
Now, let's get rolling.
Welcome back. Alright, cool. Actually, welcome back. First time we tried to do that, it crashed. So that was fun.
Good times.
So who wants to tell everybody what happened last time? In case they didn't watch the only other one that we have so far.
Was an adventure, that's for sure.
Yeah, some things happened. Let's see. We escaped prison with help from Diane. I know a guy. Diana, thank you. Yeah, well, I don't know why I'm changing Button's character's name. And let's see, we fought some creatures and zombies and mummies and jackal peoples.
Saw a basilisk and some scorpions and passed up on the basilisk egg.
Did all that too. Made a deal with some kobolds.
Escaped an underground prison.
Yeah, pretty much covers it.
And then we hit the town, then ran away after we figured out that they were looking for us because we are escapees. And then we started traveling. Headed down in an abandoned house, and then Diana got another visitor. And then we went traveling again.
Yeah, that particular visitor is a little bit more important, though.
Yeah, well.
Didn't
Didn't happen to me, so I didn't write it in my notes.
Yeah. We know nothing. That's all Diane.
Alright, so I'm not mistaken, something else happened right there at the end. An unfortunate great roll.
I rolled 100 on our table.
No, I think Dangle's remembering wrong. Everything's gonna be just perfect.
I have picture proof that I posted in our Discord.
Nope.
Yeah. So anyway, you were coming up to the technically a city at this point of Yanoctis. It's relatively early in the day, before noon, after 10, so like brunch time. And as you are coming up the city, I need everybody to make me a perception check.
That is a 9 total for Indigo.
I got a dirty 20.
12 for me.
19.
18.
All right. So dirty 20, 19, 19, and then bad rolls. You three immediately recognize that there's a higher guard presence. They aren't necessarily paying attention to you, but there is definitely a higher guard presence. However, it is a bigger city, so you can actually probably like make your way through it and not really get caught.
As we're moving, do we hear any, like, rumors or whisperings of why there's such an increased guard presence?
You hear something about a seeker is in town.
Okay, and that is...
You have no idea.
Does S hear these?
What is your passive perception?
Not great. It is 14. 2 more than what I rolled.
Not quite.
Okay.
There's a lot of hustle and bustle, and you're just trying to get through without like paying too close of attention.
Fair.
What all would you like to do? Because I know there was talk about possibly getting things while you're here. Since it is a bigger city, you're probably going to be able to find things.
I didn't have anything so much that I wanted to find other than getting our little cleric, sorry, short cleric, some actual good armor.
Yeah, we talked about armor, and then we also threw around the idea of snagging a bag of holding, as I recall.
Okay. So
Yeah. Indigo's still on the hunt for a hat of disguise. By the way.
Okay. So hat of disguise. Hat of disguise will be a no. However, bag of holding would be a yes. You logically make your way toward the market-ish district. And immediately you're like, that's a magic shop. Bet you they have them. They are uncommon, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so that'd be 500. What type of armor would you like to get for Forrest?
Well, I'm not sure what he can go up to. I think he can go up to, like, a breastplate or something like that. Chain shirt. I forget what that is. That's like 12 plus dex, I think.
He can go breastplate if he doesn't want to lose advantage on or lose stealth, or a half plate if he wants.
Yeah, well, I'm concerned with the gold amount. I think I've got like a couple hundred left for my starting, and then we had 1,000 in the group fund, but we're taking, I'm assuming 500 of that for the bag of holding.
I'll foot the bill for the bag of holding.
And I'm loaded pretty good myself.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm at like 4 or something for my initial starter stuff.
Oh yeah, no. Diana will absolutely foot the bill for the bag of holding.
Okay. Who's gonna be carrying that?
I mean, I'm paying for it, I'll carry it.
Okay. I'm just asking.
And did we want to sell the scythe while we're at it?
I don't see why not. We don't need it.
It's just a normal one though.
Yep.
One less thing to carry around and a little bit more gold in the pocket.
So how much for the scythe?
You'd be able to get 25.
Okay. So
Which would you want for us?
I'll go with the. What would be the prices for everything? Because I do have 115 gold.
The breastplate's 400, gives you 14 plus dex. Scale mail's 50, gives you the same armor class, but you got disadvantage if you wear it. Then if you want to go half plate, it's 750, gives you 15 plus dex. And maybe pick up a shield too. I don't know if you've got one. Also, I'd like to look for a uranite shield, if I said that right.
I have a shield.
just looking for something. You would be able to find it.
Okay. Says it's 5 times, and I make it 50 gold,
Yes.
or a bit more.
We'll say it 50.
Right. Sold.
Does anybody else want anything?
I'm good. I can help with armor though if Forrest needs it. I got monies.
What could I sell my shield for? It's 10, but I imagine like 2, 3 something.
Yeah, like 2 would probably be, because, I mean, it's just a regular shield. Promise I'm not rolling anything.
Sure. How
Uh-huh.
much was the half plate?
750.
150. And you had how much?
Me, I've got like 1400.
No.
unloaded.
All right.
Oh.
That's a lot of gold.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened exactly, but
I'm pretty sure our starting was like,
I thought he said 1,000, and
yeah.
me and him talked about it, but I didn't spend much to start.
Yeah, most of my stuff went to my mount stuff. You said you had like how much gold then? 2 something?
115.
What'd you spend it on?
Or did you just not add the 450 that we got?
Oh, not even the 450, like out of starting gold.
I only had like 15 starting gold, and I thought that 450 got split between all of us.
No, 450 was your share.
Oh, okay.
But we also had
And
money.
Dingle gave us an extra 1,000 gold as starting gold.
Yeah. So yeah, you should have like 1,115 plus 450.
Okay.
So like 1550.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want half plate, you can absolutely get that.
Yeah, I'll get the half plate.
All right, that's 16 plus tax, right?
15 plus dex.
Yeah. So Forrest actually has AC now.
Yay!
Right. So, minor shopping spree. Takes a couple hours to kind of get everything that you're looking for and get everything in line. However, no major issues. It is getting later in the day though, and what have you guys been doing for food? Out of curiosity.
I assume that S would have been cooking or feeding everyone's eating rations.
Okay. Seeing as it's a larger city, there is places that you can actually stop and get something to eat if you want to.
Yeah, let's go hit up Fantasy Chain Restaurant.
Burger Crown, got it.
Want to get? My God, what an image! Getting hauled away by the fantasy police at Fantasy Burger King.
That was not that funny.
It was. Well, I was more picturing us like wanting to burn it down because it has to deal with the crown.
Yeah, that's fair. No, you can definitely like find street vendor for like
Street tacos.
insects
buns.
and like shawarma and stuff like that. And the fantasy desert hot dog, which sounds disgusting.
Yes.
Anyway, so yeah, don't worry about marking off rations for this particular day.
Oh, how many
How much
days
for
of travel
street food?
did we have?
So far, 3.
Okay.
The meat we found should have covered that for us then. That's 15. We found 15
Yeah.
rations.
Yeah, so I'll mark that off.
Okay.
How much for the street food for dinner?
2 copper for everybody. So, breaking the bank, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. I'll get a smorgasbord and spend 2 silver on dinner. That should be more than enough.
For all of us?
Get
You
some
get some
variety
potatoes,
for
too.
all of us.
You get some
Leftovers,
potatoes
baby.
too, so. All right. So you gather up all your stuff. You're heading out of town, and S, give me a perception check, please.
Dun dun. 20.
So you're going through not quite center of town because you know better than to do that, but close enough. And turn down a street, eating your random street foods, and come walking around a corner is not necessarily a familiar face, but definitely one that you've heard of. It is an older hair and gown lady. She's rather portly. She's not particularly small, though, as far as like height-wise. And she is dressed in a deep purple robe. Either side of her, there are 2 more figures that you've definitely heard of. One is an Aarakocra man with a long bow kind of strapped around his like chest, and a human that both of them are wearing ornate armors of their particular fashions. Both have heavy purple influences, however, have other colors melded into them as well.
Okay. And where would she know them? How does she know them?
You would know the robed figure as a seeker, and the other 2 as hunters. If you want to give me a history check to figure out if you know this particular one.
Let's see. 18.
Yes, you do. And yes, my 4-year-old named her. Martha.
Martha. That's the Harangon?
Yes.
Okay.
The hunters, you know the human as Hugo Locke.
Hugo what?
Locke. Like, door lock.
Okay.
And the Aarakocra is Griff.
Griff?
Yes, Griff.
Okay. Have they seen us?
Does not seem that they have seen you yet.
I want to about face as quickly as possible and shove the others down any way other than in front of these people.
Okay. So you go ahead and do that, and you're sitting there and you're waiting and waiting. And you know how when you're waiting for something that seems just exponentially longer. Like a second feels like 30 seconds feels like 5 minutes. It feels about 10 minutes before you see them walk past. And the human, the other two are off doing their own thing. And the human looks directly down the alleyway that you guys are in, kind of stops, looks, nods, and keeps walking.
Nice. Has she ever interacted with these people before, directly?
Not these ones.
Okay. Okay. We need to leave.
Oh. Yeah, sounds like we need a GTFO.
Trust
How are
your
you
knowledge
leaving?
on this, darling. Let's.
Is there not good news?
Going.
We need to leave.
Right, let's go.
I say so.
How are you leaving? Out of curiosity.
Gates are guarded from the cities, I assume?
No, actually, they're not.
Well. Is there anything else we need to do in the city?
We have enough rations, I'm assuming, at least for a little while.
So we are down the, what was it, buffalo or bison jerky, but we have our individual stuff. She's got 10 rations by herself, but she can cook as long as we find stuff.
We should be able to manage, I think. At least for a little while.
I'm not a terrible hunter.
Is there a place near where we can restock up on rations?
They're actually a granary right outside the city, so you can get at least staple stuff like
Okay.
beans and rice.
Yeah, we'll do that then.
Okay. So do you go back out on the street that you were on, or do you go on a different street?
If we can get to a different street from where we are, yes.
Okay. All right. You head on down. I need everybody's passive perceptions.
Passive. That's a 13 for me.
14.
15.
Oh, also 15.
24.
I knew Egan's was ridiculous.
Yep.
I was just trying to figure out who else had a crazy
No
one.
one.
All right. So yeah, you're walking down. You kind of subvert around and we're moving down through. And Egan, it feels like to you something's watching you over your shoulder. You kind of turn around, you don't see anything, and it keeps bugging you. Turn around, turn back around. Then something tells you to just kind of look up a little bit, and you see a winged figure following you from quite a distance off. However, definitely following you.
Hey guys, we got an eye in the sky up there. We need to find some cover. See if we can dump him somehow or another. I don't suppose there's a covered market or something like that.
Yeah, is there like an indoor market or a heavily tented area?
You can definitely find one. At least for a minute, be able to duck in and try to regroup and figure out where to go.
Yes.
All right, so you duck in. You kind of get to a corner and you're hiding as best you can. No stealth check needed. gonna say that you do the best that you physically can.
Is there a sewer escape possible?
A sewer escape? Tell you what, go ahead and roll me a D100. Not likely, but
29.
Nope.
Is there somewhere that sells like clothing or cloaks or something where we are?
Yes.
1 second. Give me
Yep.
like. Oh, it might actually be okay. Sorry, my sound thing got funky, but I think we're good. What did I say? Oh, can I find like a bunch of nondescript cloaks for everyone?
Yes. Actually,
And like in the current fashion, like if there's people with head coverings or anything around us, like to kind of match them.
yeah, you can. Kind of give a half a disguise.
Yes.
Yeah, you could definitely do that. Wouldn't be super expensive either. Probably $5 per person.
Sure. Indigo's feeling a little off. She has a feeling something might be happening to her. So she's actually going to buy just a long, like, robe for somebody of a larger size.
Okay, that one, whatever Traveler's Close is.
Got it. Traveler clothes is what, 2 gold?
Something like that.
That's what I'm removing. Alright, thank you.
Us will buy the clothes for everyone and then kind of like toss them at them. Is there somewhere where we can duck, still out of sight from Griff, but like to get them on? Not hidden necessarily, just out of the main flow of traffic.
Yeah. You can stay underneath where you're at right now.
Okay.
And he still can't see necessarily from where he's at.
Okay.
You get your cloaks on, but you do see him land at one end of it, and he starts walking down through. And there's the other end. You see 2 figures walking that way.
S will kind of turn to everyone and just be like, we need to quickly split and meet up later.
Okay, where do you want to meet though?
Edge of the city. Where we were
Okay.
planning on leaving.
Alright. Easy peasy. See you guys later.
Split!
Split the
Okay.
party!
Is there like alleyways or anything we could take?
Yeah, you can like hop between stalls and get 2 alleyways. Does anybody want to go together? That's the main question.
Yes, I want to go with somebody. I don't care who.
I'll
Okay.
stick with Egan.
Okay.
Hey, the two clerics go together. That can't end bad.
We're good. We're all fine. Nothing will go wrong here.
All right. And I'm gonna go off my screen to figure out who Clank goes with. Goes with S. So the barbarian and the bard go together.
It's probably better that way, let's be honest.
I think I've seen that TV show. Didn't it start like 2 old codgers or something?
Something like that. So does Diana and Indigo want to go together?
So
Or do you want to go
first?
separate?
Or do you want to be all of them? You're muted.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, no, we should probably stick together.
Okay.
Knowing us.
Yeah, so
Alright. The 2 with rich taste, they stick together. I like that.
Worst comes to worst, I can get us out, so...
A bribe goes a long way.
The two faces go together, the two clerics go together, and then the two misfits go together. Got it. This will be fun. So we're gonna start with clerics. Roll one of you two. Roll me a d6.
Go ahead.
It's a D6, right?
Yes.
4.
Okay. So you go off in a random direction. And Egan or you both kind of go off together. And nothing really happens. You get to the edge of the city pretty quickly, actually. You kind of jump around everybody. It's kind of like both of you almost sort of belong here. It almost feels like people don't pay any attention to you whatsoever. Faye, can I get you to roll me a d4, please?
A D4?
Yeah, or just anything.
1.
Okay, cool. So you go off in similar but opposite direction as required. And while you do kind of run into a couple groups of guards, they don't seem to pay you too much money. They look at Clank a little bit odd because Kenku. But they're like, all right, cool. You guys are good for the most part. You do get stopped, and have you seen X, Y, or Z looking for specifically Indigo, Egan, and Diana? Because, let's be honest here, Robotic Hand, Green Lady, and Fire Dude. Pretty obvious. They stopped you because Clank's got really good persuasion.
My
So he
persuasion's
talked his way out of that.
my persuasion's +5. I'm good.
His is a 19 minimum.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
You probably should have went with one of the other ones. Oh well, too late.
No, that's fine. But yeah, he kind of talks your way out of that. Diana and Indigo, you go the complete opposite direction of everybody else. You go toward the river. Everybody else went toward the wall. You get down closer to the shoreline, and you both kind of look back, and you're like, that was odd. You kind of look back, and you see the Heron gun still kind of trailing you. She's the only one there, though. You can kind of see she's catching up slowly but surely. Until she gets within earshot. She's like, if you two would please kindly stop so I don't have to keep chasing you.
Is she talking to us?
Indigo and Diana. Just stop. I'm old. I don't like running.
Indigo looks at Diana and it's like, stopping or just keep going?
What would...
Keep it on going.
I don't think we would have had time for much of an explanation, and no one demanded anything of Ez, so she probably would not have said much of anything about them other than to stay away.
Okay. then if that was the case, then Diana would probably very cautiously take and carefully take a look around and see if there really is anyone else or if it's just the three of us before making her decision. Like, purposefully taking a look.
Okay, so either roll me a perception or investigation, whatever's better for you.
Perception is actually just a little bit better. Not very good. That's a 14.
Okay. Looks like you're the only one in the area.
Okay, so if she thinks we're really the only ones in the area and all that she knows is S doesn't like them, she'd probably turn around very slowly, very cautiously, and with a very intense look. Just kind of.
She kind of gives a little bit of smiles. I honestly didn't think that you would stop. Thank you. And she approaches. She gets closer and closer until she's like 5-10 feet away. She's like, so, are you just gonna give up and come with us, or are you gonna try to run away? I am honestly asking, because if you're gonna run away, I'm just gonna make you not.
Sorry, darling, but I've got too much to do, and then I'm going to grab Indigo and overclock a Misty Step.
Okay, hold on just a second. I do not have counterspell. Okay. How much are you overclocking it?
2. 1 level so that I can take Indigo with me, and another level so that I can double the distance.
Okay, so 60 feet. All right. I am going to ask both of you to roll me initiative.
You should explain to our our amazing listeners what overclocking spells is.
Yes. So, kind of a homebrew thing that we kind of came up with. Hey, this would be cool. Basically, you can give up levels of exhaustion to do extra stuff. In the case of Misty Step, normally you can only move yourself 30 feet. If you overclock it, it's Dimension Door Light. You can take somebody else 30 feet. If you overclock it twice, which is 2 levels of exhaustion, you can double the movement and take somebody else. Fun thing. Other things can also be overclocked. They're just, we haven't come up yet. Okay, so Indigo, you are actually first.
Okay. So the spell has gone off yet then, correct?
No, it has.
Oh, it has? Okay.
Yep.
Is this like more like a skill challenge type thing right now, or just so I understand, so I know what I'm doing? I'm sorry.
Yes and no. It is technically a chase.
Okay. I'm going to try and make the path behind us as difficult as possible by pulling out my ball bearings, just throwing them on the ground, and being like, "We're going that way, right? Let's go!" And so booking it.
Okay.
So action to throw down my ball bearing, rogue shenanigans for dash, and then my regular movement. So moving 60 feet as far as I can.
Okay, so you are gone. It is the lovely Seeker's turn. And she wishes to rabbit hop as a bonus action. And then she'll run up 10 feet from Diana and just like, I said stay there, and I need you to make me a wisdom save, please.
Is this against being charmed?
This is hold person.
Okay. That's gonna be a 19.
That'll get it, actually. It is your turn.
Fuck it, let's go ham. I need her to fail me a DC 16 con save.
Definitely failed.
She is now blinded.
Okay.
Then I'm going to use my movement to run after Indigo.
Okay, sounds good. That is difficult terrain for her as well. So this will be fun. Indigo, you are gone.
Oh, the gone. I don't want to leave Diana completely alone, so I'm not going to fully move away. Oh my god. Panic is setting in. Just running so that I'm still within 30 feet of Diana.
Okay. It is her turn, and she will no longer be blinded at the end of her turn. However, she goes to move, and let's see if she falls. She, I believe, does fall. Never mind, no, she doesn't.
Yeah, it's only a DC 10 to keep your balance, I think. It's not anything super awesome.
So yeah, she moves forward a little bit, kind of shakes off the blindness, and sees you after her turn. Diana, it is your turn.
I'm gonna use all of my action economy to keep moving.
Okay. Alright. So, I need both of you to make me a wisdom save. And this one, I believe, is actually charmed.
Oh, so I have advantage against that. Okay.
Awesome. Wisdom save, you said?
Yes.
That is a 23 for Indigo.
And I got a dirty 20.
Okay. So you see the human hunter step out adjacent to Indigo and like grovel. And like you both are like, no. Fuck off. And you want to just keep on. Indigo, it is your turn.
Okay, now that there's another person, would I have had to use all of my ball bearing? Or like just like half of them? The first time around?
What you need to take into account is Diana's going to have to move through it as well.
Ah, right, yes, she's behind me now. I'm sorry, never mind, we're gonna do that. Thank you for the reminder. Appreciate that. I'm just gonna just book it then. I don't think I want to use all 90 feet of the movement I'm able to use, because then that'll put her too far away from Diana. It's just like 60 feet away.
Okay, do you want to take an action to do something?
I really don't want to attack them or anything. It would be a pain in the butt that way, and I don't have anything else I can really do right now. Unless we're heading towards a cliff.
No.
Damn. Yeah, no. I'll hold my action to counterattack if somebody attacks me. I'll pull out a short bow and attack them if that's alright.
Okay. So it is Harangon Lady. Harangon Lady is well behind you at this point. She's going to yell out, "Stop them! Stop them, please!" Diana, it is your turn.
I'm gonna keep moving, but as she's moving, she's gonna take out the little sending stone that she's been keeping hidden and be like, "I've got a tail. If anyone can do anything, I'd appreciate it." Just as she's running.
Okay. Hugo will kind of give a audible sigh. And just, but I really, really hate doing this. And he will. Too far. Diana, give me a charisma save.
Okay. I can do that. I'm pretty good at that. Let me find my sheet thingy. Okay. 19 plus 8, I think that's a 27.
Yeah, no, you're good. He holds out his holy symbol. And he's like, "Be gone."
She just keeps running with her middle finger up.
What is the holy symbol?
I got kids. Yeah, sorry. Like I said, I got kids. So.
Don't worry about it.
One of them is mostly naked. Yay! Which is why I did the blur. Anyway. He just kind of shakes his head and he's like, "I'm getting too old for this crap." And he takes off running. Indigo, it is your turn.
Okay. Yeah, just keep running. Let's just keep going. Trying to stay as close to Diana as possible. And holding my action to attack with my short bow if somebody attacks us.
Alright, cool. Wonders of being a parent. Harangon still can't catch up. Even with Misty Step, can't catch up. you just kind of stop and be like, "Get them!" Diana, you have one more turn to do something, and then hell breaks loose.
Okay, fuck. Gonna keep moving, but just in case they do get close in enough to attack, she will use her bonus action to ready her war fans if she needs to attack.
Okay. Old guy is now more than 60 feet away, so he has to find a different spell to try to use. I don't think there's really a spell he can use that would be beneficial at this point. Yeah, the only spell he's got that's worthwhile would be Dispel or Slow, and he's not going to use either one of those. So, he is actually going to just yell at you with an angry old man fist. However, both of you hear, "I got you, Indy!"
Oh!
Try
to figure out who that voice belongs to.
As just a barrage of arrows come flying out of nowhere. There's enough of them that at least one of them would hit Hugo, and would at least pin him down, because they are ensnaring arrows. They don't actually do any damage. As you see, like 7 or 8 will come out from alleyways, one of which is a relatively short green person. Indigo, they look familiar, but not quite how you remember them.
Okay.
And they're like, "Just get on the boat, get on the boat, get on the boat!" And kind of motion
boat.
down the alleyway that they're standing next to.
Indigo pulls Diana with her. It's like, alright, come on, let's go.
You say so, let's go.
Yeah, so you kind of hop on this boat, and basically it's just a flat top boat, but you like hop underneath some netting and kind of hide. They all hop back on the boat and they start pushing their way down, and effectively ends the chase. As they get on the boat, the green person stands next to where you both are at, and like, I don't know who you are, metal armed lady. My name's Rhododendron. I'm sure I have explaining to do, but we'll get to that later. Things are wonkle-donkle right now.
You say so.
Indigo goes over to their favorite sibling and hugs her. It's like, Diana, this is my baby sister, Rhododendron. Rhodey.
Yeah.
Well.
Just try not to be seen too much right now. Once we get out of the city, we'll talk a little bit more. So yeah, he pushed the boat down the river, get to the wall of the city. You see S, Forrest, and Egan and Clank waiting at the gate. Just like, where are they? They should have been here by now. And they're just keeping on pushing.
Shouldn't we get the rest of our group? We kind of need to stay with them, and Diana will kind of nudge tiredly at Indigo.
Oh, yeah. Rhododendron, we need to pick up those people if we can. They're part of our group.
She just kind of nudges a couple of the other guys on there, like, hurry up. They kind of like hop off, grab you guys, and like basically not quite kidnap, but forcefully make you get on the boat.
Quick question, during their chase scene, since it doesn't seem like S had much of an issue, can she have gotten the rations and everything that were just outside the city?
Yes.
Cool.
Well, I knew it seemed too easy. Guess we're getting arrested again.
Yeah. No, not arrested. This is my little sister.
Oh,
Rhododendron, Rhodey.
You two are
sorry.
here. What happened?
You see Diana just looks worn out as she just glares at you.
S will pull out what is it? A little jug. And she'll hand it to you, and it's coffee.
I'm gonna need more than this, but thank you.
It has a lot.
One of the guys pulls out a flask and says, "How's this?" And you like open it up, and you're like, "That's whiskey."
I'll like alternate like a mouthful of whiskey and then follow it up with a couple drinks of coffee.
Okay.
S will hold out a tankard to you. That way you can have both.
She'll take a couple mouthfuls of the coffee and then hand it back, and it's like, thanks, dear, but I've done this before. I just need a nap, honestly. A very long nap, preferably.
Well, I don't know when we're going to get the nap.
So yeah, when everybody's on the ship and coffee and whiskey has been had, and tea and whatever else that you want to drink, Rhododendron kind of sits on the bow of the ship and turns around and says, "So, explanation, yes. Has things been weird for you as well? Woke up a couple days ago, and she kind of waffles back and forth a little bit. I guess it was about a month ago, give or take a couple days.
Yeah.
And things were weird.
Things were weird. Definitely not the same as I remember.
Yeah, and I was just living my best life, just mining out ice. And then I wake up one day and everything's purple, and I'm like, this isn't cool.
Yeah. I don't fully know what's going on either, but it's not right.
Yeah. Apparently, something's messed up. Anyway, so I heard that Indigo was in trouble, and I was like, I can't let that happen. So let me go find them. And now I'm here. Fun thing. Apparently this resistance has been going on quite a while. Probably about 10-15 years at this point. I'm part of it. Apparently they really know me. So that's good, right?
Probably, yeah. That's good.
Good enough that I'm supposed to be like a captain. I don't know how to do anything captain-wise.
I'm sorry, resistance?
Yeah. The crown people, whoever they actually are pains in the butt, and they just
Yeah.
want to make people's lives harder. And we're like, down with the monarchy. And yeah, we're here now. So I heard the Indigo's in trouble. I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna go get them because this would throw a wrench in their plans, right? And which one? And kind of looks at Diane. He's like, I know your name. Looks at Forrest. Well, you're not Esther, right?
That is me.
No.
Okay, you're Esther. Good. I've got a letter for you.
From who?
Some guy said because your name was in the whole like looking for this person. Said if you find them before I do, give it to them.
Okay.
And they pull out a crumpled up letter. I'm like, yeah. Sorry.
Things happen. It's okay. S will take the letter. And is Rhododendron familiar to her at all, either by name or otherwise?
The face is actually. However, you didn't know name.
Ah.
However, you swore that the one that you knew was taller.
Okay. Interesting. S will put the letter away for now. Does it... It doesn't have a name on the outside of it, does it? Other than hers?
No, but it is in a very familiar handwriting.
Okay.
Like, so plan is we're gonna go down here a little bit. We're gonna put you on a bigger ship, and we're gonna get the hell out of here. Sound good?
Yes.
Sounds great.
Sounds
Okay, good.
fantastic.
Welcome to the Resistance, because you don't have a choice at this point.
Meh.
Actually, did you say that these guys knew you already?
Yeah, the Resistance people, yeah.
Okay, you might want to be careful because we know that there are doubles of us running around, and we were told that bad stuff would happen if we got too close.
Yeah, something tells me that I'm probably okay. I don't know. If I'm not, oh well. If I meet myself, I'll just make sure I don't like hi and shake hands.
See, I don't know what you guys are talking about. The purple has always been here.
For you.
Talk of such things. Esther, darling, do you know anything more about this resistance? I'm not particularly fond of going into something like this blind.
Of course I do. I've been part of it.
Fantastic. Would you like to fill us in on anything in particular that you think we should know?
Rhododendron has already done it. They want to burn down the crown.
Yeah, and we are working on. Well, I say we, not me, because I have no freaking clue. But we collectively, working on finding all of the seekers, all of the storehouses, and all of the like safe houses, quote unquote, and trying to blow them up, basically.
Well, I can tell you Martha is here.
Yeah, I'm not messing with her. I'm not equipped for that.
I don't know many people who are.
Someone... Okay, yeah, sure. And you couldn't have told us that before we split up?
We were running. What do you want me to do?
Warn me?
I did not have time.
Well, would you like to fill us in now?
She is a bitch.
What is a seeker? Well, yes, of course she is.
They seek people. They work for the crown.
Okay, we've...
So are they very strong people? Or are they just a pain in the butt? Like...
Both.
So yes.
Do you know how many there are? Like, total? Overall?
As she pulls out a piece of paper, looks like this. Because I wrote it down, then I forgot to write it actually down.
Yeah, I did too.
I know where it is, and I don't even have to look for it that much.
Brady, I can tell that you were on top of all of it. I'm very proud of you.
I want to say, like, wasn't there 10 or 15 or something like that? I can't find it. I think we were just talking about it for you and me.
It is. No, it's on our meme channel. Because I had referenced something about the source code for this. But yeah, it would be. There would be 8 seekers. 32 hunters, I believe. That's what I said. And then local guard is below that.
Fantastic.
So, Rhododendron kind of goes through all of this. So, you know about Martha, obviously, and Hugo. Which other one was there?
What'd you say?
Which other hunter was there?
Griff.
Oh, Griff? Oh, we like Griff. Griff's okay.
Do we?
Well, Adrian?
Yeah, sort of. He does his job, but in the worst way possible. Actively, so. Griff's kind of our. That's how we know where people are when they're not supposed to be there.
I see.
I think he's okay. Can't guarantee that, obviously, but he might be playing us too, so. And she kind of looking at the sheet and she's like, so. Yeah. Which one do you want to go after first? If you want to go after one, or we can, like, storm a safe house, storm a warehouse, storm anything, really.
I thought you were getting us on a boat.
I am! But where's the boat gonna go?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, we could probably go back out to Bastille and let you guys, like, recover. Feed you, let you take baths. Sorry, but you think?
We know.
Yeah. Being on the road sucks so much.
I kind of like to blow something up, plan.
Let's regroup first. I, for one, would like to know more about numbers, facilities, details that might make things a little bit easier on us when we do try to go blow stuff up.
Okay,
Good
yeah,
plan is
we can definitely do that. Yeah. By the way, if any of you know how to dry fish, take as much as you want. We stole this from somebody, they're going to be pissed.
I can get to work on that.
Okay.
Great. Yeah,
So,
let's.
yeah,
Go ahead.
So yeah, you make it to a small but seaworthy vessel within the hour. I am giving you free rations of actual fish. So just keep that in mind. It will go bad eventually, but not necessarily right away.
Can I take time to dry it, or is there not a place to do it on the ship?
No, that's with drying it. It'll eventually
Oh.
go bad, but drying it makes it go bad slower. So yeah, like I said, make it a ship. Kind of give you your area to sleep and kind of head out. On the ship, there is quartermaster. There's somebody that can train with armor, weapons, magic, all sorts of fun stuff. They've got kind of somebody for everyone there. So if you want any downtime stuff, because it's probably going to take a couple weeks to get there, we can definitely do that.
I don't know. I hadn't planned on any actual downtime, so I don't know what I'd do.
Also, if you just want to waste your downtime and just kind of talk to people, you can absolutely do that too.
Cool. Indigo wants to see what kind of weapons they can learn.
What kind of weapons do you want to know how to use?
Specifically, the ones we talked about. Those were martial weapons. What was it? Katana and something else. I
The
cannot remember.
falchion?
I'm sorry. Falchion, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, we can definitely work on starting that process at the very least.
Please.
What about Egan? I'll just kind of go around in a circle for me.
Okay, what's it take to learn a skill?
Takes about a month and some money. And the proper ability checks.
I think I'm happy with it, what I've got on that. I'll just smooth through the crew, play some cards. I would like to see if I can get my holy symbol mounted on my shield, because it could be used as a focus anyway, but it'd look cooler with the fire emblem mounted to it.
Yeah, there's at least one person on the ship can do that.
I was going to get S to do it, but she's probably going to be busy. What's it going to cost me to get that done?
They will actually do it for free.
I'll, with my ring of water walking too, when the ship's going slow, I'll go around like scrape barnacles or do some maintenance on the outside of the hull that's hard to get to for folks who can't.
Okay.
On a trip, try to make up for it, maybe.
Roll me a wisdom check. Just for fun.
Ooh, 8.
That's not very good. Yeah, no. You don't quite get anything from that, but yes, you do as you want. Scrape barnacles and get your shield taken care of and all that fun stuff. Was trying to see if you could pilot a ship after the month. Not quite. S. Is there anything that you would like?
I don't know. What skills are available to be learned?
Anything within reason. I mean, you're not going to learn like animal handling or
Tools?
what kind of tools?
I was asking what tools are. If you only had specific ones in mind.
As far as tools are concerned, you learn lockpicking if you wanted to. You already have Smith's tools. Tinker's tools you can learn how to use
Oh, that would
to
be
do like
interesting.
smaller stuff.
Yeah, let's do Tinkers.
Okay. Go ahead and give me. How's your intelligence?
Average.
Okay, go ahead and roll that for me. See if you pick anything up.
9.
You don't really pick anything up. You get the basic grasp of it, but you don't necessarily pick anything up. Is there anything else that you'd like to do for the month?
She would probably take over cooking if there wasn't anyone specifically doing it.
Okay. Yeah, they would more than happily let you start cooking.
Yeah, she's pretty handy with the ladle.
Diana.
Okay, well, the first thing Diana would do is spend time recovering from the 2 levels of exhaustion she took. And then after that was taken care of, she'd probably split her time between sparring with her war fans to kind of keep those skills in check, and spending some time with the navigator, trying to pick up some basic navigation skills.
Okay. Are you trying to get survival or navigation?
What am I trying to get? Probably survival.
Okay. Go ahead. Good lord. Go ahead and give me a survival check.
Okay. That's a 19.
Okay, go ahead and give me another one.
I'm sorry, it's a nat 20, but I'm using my yeet and oof dice, so every time it comes up at 20, I just see yeet and I start giggling.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, during the month, you actually catch on pretty quick. The 19 gets you the basic idea, which you probably had a pretty basic idea of, like, this is north, this is south, this is east, west. How you tell from a compass. But that second half of that month that you guys are out on sea, you really start to like figure out, all right, cool, this is how I can actually like relate everything. And then you kind of logic your way through it a little bit more. And you're like, all right, cool, I think I can actually do this. And you gain proficiency in survival. Forrest, is there anything that you would like to do?
I think I would try to entertain the crew with my flute.
Okay. For money or just for like something to do?
Something to do, but tips are accepted.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a performance check with advantage.
Six. 10 and 17.
Okay, so 17 is actually pretty good. That'll cover the entire month. You do make a little bit of money. It's not a lot. It's only 5 gold. But I mean, you're trapped on a ship with some people. You do, however, make quite a few friends. The armor that they have on ship that fixed Egan's stuff up for him actually was like, if you ever need anything, just let me know. I will give you a discount. the Master at Arms, like, if you ever want to learn how to, like, use something, I'll give you some pointers. I might not necessarily be able to teach you, but I'll at least give you some pointers. As far as, like, weapons are concerned. And then the old cook is like, I'm happy that somebody actually played decent music. Here's some of my special stock, and they slide a bottle of wine over to you. Because they're more of a brewer than a cook.
I'm sure I can curry some favor with that wine.
Or if one of these cats comes and hits me in the back of the head when they jump up here, I'm going to lose it. Anyway, yeah, you pull into the icy north of Bastille. Pull into an ice cavern. It is roughly 15 degrees. So it is cold.
I should have got some winter stuff. Oh my gosh, it's freezing.
I was gonna say, is there like clothing available for us?
Yeah, they'll provide clothing.
Lovely. Oh, during all that time, S would definitely have read her letter.
Yeah, it's your typical, like, I miss you, I want to see you, mushy love letter.
Aww.
Yeah, I'm not completely mean and make your backstory people hate you.
I didn't think he was gonna hate me. I wasn't sure who it was going to be, was all. She will begin to draft a letter back to Yorick.
Okay. So yeah, you pull into this ice cavern, and the motif, as it were, is very Renaissance fair, if it makes any sense. Poorly put together structures that probably shouldn't last as long as they do, but provides shelter, provides warmth. That's all that really matters. There are fires every 20 feet that you can kind of huddle around. There's, like I said, buildings. There's large, small, medium. My animals decide that now is the best time to play. And there's even kids running around, actually.
Have
And when
kids
you
been
pull
a
in-
rarity?
No, but for a military camp,
Okay.
basically is what this is. Kids are kind of an odd thing. When you pull in, everybody hauls you in and welcomes you aboard. And they they kind of feed you. They usher you to a bath, and it's just a regular bath. I'm sorry. But it is warm. It gets you clean. You get out, and when you're redressed, you're taken to a central building, and an older gentleman's sitting there, and like, so all of you are the ones that they were looking for down in Torrent, right?
Yes.
So it seems.
All right. And it's best of my knowledge that you are relative of rhododendron.
Yeah.
Okay. And Esther, I believe you're a friend of Yorick's.
Something like that, yes.
He's done some work for us before, so I would rather keep him out of this because he seems like a good boy.
As would I.
Good head on his shoulders.
I did not know he was part of the resistance.
Well, officially he's not, which keeps him safe. It's also my knowledge that you have a stake in this outside of being harassed. So, I would like to officially extend the offer to let all of you join our resistance. We are under the understanding that there is another one of, well, 3 of you that is either just using your name and has some sort of likeness to you, or something has happened to where there's actually 2 of you. Diana, yours we have tied up at the moment, not literally, in paperwork. We have impounded her carriage and will not be getting it taken care of and getting it out of impound for the next 6 to 12 months. So yours is fine. Forrest, yours I don't think has any ambition to get outside of his little town. Probably fine there. Egan, yours is a vagabond. Kind of just travels and does what he wants. So if you see somebody that looks like you, don't go and say hi. Okay?
Okay, what will happen, you reckon?
I don't want to
Nothing
find out.
good.
2 Eagles have got to be good. I don't care what you say.
It might be, but I don't know his temperament.
Will be
So
a
I would-
bonfire of 2 epic proportions.
That, or it could like mess with stuff if it, like you're actually the same person. And like, have you ever seen what happens when you put a portable hole inside of a portable hole? Or heard what
No.
happened?
I've heard it, yes.
Okay, I don't want that to happen in case that's what's gonna happen.
Oh,
Could be that.
yeah,
Could be nothing.
does-
I don't know.
it doesn't end well for the portable hole, so I'll take your word for it.
So, like I said, officially, if you want to be part of the resistance, we've got jobs that you guys can take. If you don't have to be. If you want to do a trial run, we can do that too. I've got a really easy job for you.
What would that one be?
But she
Go burn
asked,
down a warehouse.
I'll
Where?
take it.
Of the crown? I'm down.
Yeah.
Sign me up. Where we burning it down at? Let's go.
Well, fun thing. Fun thing. It's about 6 hours north of here. We got a tunnel dug directly toward it. It's supposed to be hidden. It's supposed to be secret. You want to know what's in there? Fun.
yeah. Anything useful?
Clothes. For all the secrets. It's their house. The secrets when they take a vacation, it's where they go.
And do we know there is not going to be any there?
Oh, to the best of our knowledge, no.
I'd imagine they're probably too busy looking for us right now.
And we've said that you have been in Kev and Jarfane and Marcin. Like, I apologize, but we put a lookalike at your house as, and they came and they looked and they were like, "You're not Esther. This isn't fun," and they went away. Funny.
They didn't do anything else, did they?
They might have broken your couch.
I don't care about things.
Yeah, I think that's it though. They didn't harass anybody. If I'm serious about it.
That is what I was very worried about.
No, we wouldn't put anybody in trouble. Anybody in danger. Outside of us, of course.
Speaking of
purpose, at
putting
least? Sorry, go ahead.
Speaking of putting people in danger, this resistance is all well and good, but I want to make something perfectly clear before I personally agree to do anything. My name needs to stay off of any paperwork that you've got going on. I don't care if it's private missives, I don't care if it's your personal journal. I will be happy to help out, but we cannot use my family name.
And he pulls out a notebook and is like, "Look, this is the name of everybody in this camp right here." And he lays it down, and you're like reading through it, and there's not a single name in there. It's just all code names. It's like, if you can figure out who's who out of that, good on you. We're smart enough to not do that.
For sure.
Gives me a little bit of hope. Let's just say I haven't met quite as many people as I would hope that would live up to that standard, so this would be a first.
For giggles, can we make a roll to see if we can actually make it out?
Does anybody have Forger's Kit proficiency?
I think.
Because that's what I would need.
Yes, I have forgers.
Okay, go ahead and roll me intelligence with advantage. With proficiency, of course.
So that's a natural 14, so that's 18.
You have no idea.
Damn.
DC was 20, by the way.
Yeah, I assumed it was gonna be really high. The only way I would get it is if I rolled like nat 20, but yeah, giggles.
And he takes the book back and he's like, "So, whenever you're ready, wanting to go, let me know. We can make sure that the tunnel is all the way open for you, and you won't run into any issues getting there. Getting back, you're kind of on your own for the simple fact of we can't guarantee that the tunnel will hold up that entire time. We think it will, but I mean, we're not structural engineers, so we don't know."
Very reassuring, thank you.
No, that's what I'm here for.
S will look to the group, and with a hopeful look in her eyes, like, I very much want to do this.
Yeah, burning down a storage facility. I'm not interested in lighting a big ass fire and watching it burn.
Yeah, I figured Fire Nazi wouldn't want to do that at all.
Just kidding. Let's burn it down.
I just want a little payback for locking us up for a month.
Oh yeah, about that.
Arson!
Yeah, the whole month thing, that was half of our fault. We might have delayed Vance slightly.
Yeah. That
I
point is
just-
to get his priorities straight.
That's on our to-do list too, by the way.
Oh, he's on our to do and like chop his head off list. Don't worry about it. We'll just make sure that you have first pick of that particular mission when it comes available and seems like the right time to do it.
I just hope I'm there to watch it happen. Can't believe you liked that goody little two shoes bard girl over me. No accounting for taste.
Some people don't have taste. They're lost. Lost. So,
Thank you.
first thing in the morning,
Clanky, you gonna stay back on this one, or you going with us?
If you'd like me to go with you, I'd be willing to, but if you don't think that you need me, I'd rather stay.
This is not something we should force anyone into. If you want to stay,
Yeah,
then stay.
Yeah, I think stay behind. Where you won't get dirty or, maybe killed.
It's up to you, darling.
Alright, I would much prefer to stay. Then. Something
Stay,
tells
you
me
do?
that this will be a walk in the park for you. So, when are you leaving exactly?
Indigo suggested first thing in the morning. I don't actually know what time it is, though, in game right now.
Okay.
It would seem to me this would be more of a nighttime kind of operation.
No, I only suggested first thing in the morning because it'll take us a little bit of time to walk there, crawl there, however the tunnel works out for us. And then it would also give us to, scout the area.
I think Dangle said it was like a 6-hour walk.
Yep.
So if we decide on a nighttime raid, it'd probably be best to leave in the afternoon.
That doesn't give us much time for like scouting or anything, though.
True.
How close does the tunnel come out to the warehouse we're supposed to blow up?
Couple hundred feet. It's a ways up as well.
So yeah, mid-morning would probably be a good time to leave.
And I imagine we're supposed to destroy the tunnel on our way back? Or is it something that we need to keep useful?
Destroying the tunnel on the way back probably wouldn't be a bad idea, but they might have a way to do that.
Yeah, if we destroy it when we're in it, we have a chance of getting trapped. So next mid-morning-ish. Is there a temple here?
There are multiple temples, or multiple shrines, rather.
One to S's deity?
Yes.
She will probably spend a good chunk of the evening there.
Okay. And there is one for Forrest's deity. Egan, you typically just pray around a fire, and there's plenty of fires. Does anybody else want to be all holy and stuff?
It amuses me slightly that S is like the most religious one out of all of them, and she's the barbarian.
For now. So yeah, if there's anything that you would like to do that particular night, let me know. If there's anything that you'd like to stock up on, anything that you think you might want to try to buy, let me know. Given you know what you're going into.
I want some arrows.
Okay? You can absolutely get those.
I don't know how much they are off the top of my head, but just some basic arrows.
I think it's gold for 20.
Okay.
That sounds right. Healing potions?
Yep, you can find a couple of healing potions, one for each of you, and they are regular market price.
Alright.
25
What's that,
gold
50?
per? Is it 25 or 50?
Pretty sure it's 50.
Okay. The 250, do we want to take that out of the group fund?
I'll pay for mine.
I'll pay for
Yep.
mine as well.
Same
I'll pay for
same.
mine.
Okay, I guess I'll
Well,
pay for mine too.
Anybody
We should
else
also-
want anything?
We should also grab some tinder boxes since we have to start fires.
No, we don't need to worry about that.
Yeah, you have a fire
Fire
alarm.
genasi, yeah.
Just
Yeah,
in case something happens to him.
I have a tinderbox.
Ooh,
I think
oil
I
might
do
have to
too.
handy, though. Oil or
I
Aqua's
do as
fire
well.
Yeah, oil or Aqua's fire might come in handy though.
Yeah, you would be able to find a couple alchemist fire, but there's a bunch of flasks of oil that you can get.
1 or 2 alchemist fires and, I don't know, 4 oils? 5 oils?
Okay.
How
Yeah.
much is the alchemist fire?
1 second.
50.
There you go, 50.
Okay, so that should come out of the group fund then. The oils are, I think, like a silver or 5 silver per.
Yeah, they're cheap.
Yeah, it says oil's silver per. Yeah. I don't think I need to be carrying the alchemist fire though. Seems like a bad combination somehow.
S can take 1.
How many alchemist fires are we getting?
2.
I would vote give the other one to the rogue, because the rogue can do sneaky rogue shit with it. But that's just me.
Sure. If nobody else wants it.
Sure, and then an oil for each of us.
Sure.
Okay.
What about like a grappling hook, extra rope, anything like that? Just because it's high up, right? We were told it's high up. We might have to climb our climber's kit.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
we should definitely get a climber's kit each.
And that's mainly why I was like, do you want to buy anything?
It takes
Yeah.
us a minute, but we get there.
Yeah.
I already have
Sometimes.
some rope still.
Yeah, I have rope, but I'll get a climber's kit.
How much is a climber's kit? Is that 25?
Mm-hmm.
I don't suppose there's a rope of climbing in that town anywhere.
No. When everybody's ready, let me know.
Just gonna do a little thing here. So as we're shopping, everyone that's around Indigo would notice that it almost appears as though they are getting a little taller and then shrinking back down a little bit. Their skin seems kind of loose. Their hair seems kind of straggly and almost like it's about ready to fall out.
Indigo, you're looking a little sick. Are you okay?
I feel a change. coming. It's not going to be pleasant for myself, but I'll be fine.
Is this and she just kind of gestures to all of you, a you thing? I'm sorry, I don't know the word.
Yeah, it's a racial thing.
If you say so, darling.
I do.
All right. So on to the next day. You all are effectively given a bobsled to sit in and just like push yourself along in the tunnel because it is ice. And they're just like, when you get to the end, just put the sticks down. You'll eventually stop. Just make sure that you stop before you go off the edge because that would be bad. But yeah, if you just keep pushing, you'll get there same time as walking. It's just this is going to be easier for you.
Wonderful.
Can we see how structurally sound the tunnel is?
Give me a nature check.
How wide is the tunnel?
How wide?
Yes.
$14.
Looks good enough to go down at least once. Probably twice, but you're not 100% sure on that one. As far as how wide it is, it's about 8 feet wide and about 8 feet tall.
Okay. So, question, is there a way we can tie the bobsleds together to get pulled?
Well, it's just one. It's one really long one.
Okay. That's cool. Can I use the cricket amulet?
Yes, you can.
I don't know so how does this activate?
Basically, you just gotta like put it down, say the command word, and it pops up into a cricket.
Okay. I don't know what the command word is. I don't know if you picked one, but you'll do it.
Yeah, I was gonna let you come up with that.
Oh God, I don't know. I'll come up with them next time. So did you have
It has to be Jiminy.
It's just a cricket. It does not have a name. It is an amulet. It's not living. So she'll set this jade amulet down, and it shifts into a very, very large cricket. Like,
That's when I thought I'd seen it all.
a large-sized cricket. And she will take some rope and tie it to the bobsled.
So yeah, the cricket will pull you along.
The cricket also has 2 satchels mounted on either side of it, as well as like barding and stuff. Because that's where most of my money went.
Yeah, the cricket like hops along and crawls along slowly for 6 hours. You have time to converse amongst yourself. What do you talk about? Just out of curiosity.
Try to convince the group that a puff or two on my pipe will calm my nerves for the coming battles. If anybody wants to partake.
No, thank you.
You're sweet, but a clear head would be lovely.
No, thank you.
Oh, that shit clears your head right up. It lets you see stuff that ain't even there.
That is why I do not want to. If
You
I'm
know what?
going to be blocking things, I need to know what I am actually blocking.
You know what? Indigo will take a puff. Be like, let's just live a little. It'll be alright.
That seems to be in character. So yeah, 6 hours goes by, Indigo gets a little bit high. Everybody gets to laugh at Indigo because yeah. And yeah, you come up to this icy ledge. about 50 feet over this this house that, if it wasn't under the ice, it might not be as weird, but it is a just absolutely immaculate, fancy mansion. If you had to take a guess, it'd probably be about 6,000 square feet. It's huge. Who has dark vision?
I do.
I already knew the answer to that question.
I have light but
So-
no dark vision.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
If I can, I'll pull out dancing lights to help give us some lighting. Further
Yeah.
back though, so that they don't draw attention to ourselves.
So those of you with dark vision, clear as day. There's two figures that are circling this house. One is smaller than the other. The larger one has horns. The smaller one is humanoid. The other one is bipedal and it has horns. Very large.
Well,
We were going to try to come during daylight. Is it dark here?
Yeah,
Are we
it is.
underground? Oh, okay. It's already dark.
It is dark. Inside the house, it is lit up, and it doesn't look like there's anybody inside right now.
Can we try to identify the larger creature?
Both of you are not dumb, so you know what a minotaur looks like when you see him. And the smaller creature, it's either an elf, half-elf, or human.
well, any ideas?
I take it you guys tell the rest of us blind ones what's going on?
Yes.
I don't know. Does it look like they're patrolling? Does it look like they've seen us?
Does not look like they see you.
Is this?
But we're still up. Sorry, go ahead.
Is this what? This is not what we have to blow up, right? What we have to blow up is above us.
It is the house.
Oh, we're blowing up the house. Okay.
Yes.
I thought it was above us where we needed to go.
No, it's the house. It's
Ah.
So he called it a safe house warehouse type thing. Or like a vacation house.
Gotcha.
Okay, so we're up in the up on a cliff, and we need to go down to the house.
Yes.
So I was thinking the other way around. All right.
No. No, yeah, you're above. The house is below, and the things are circling.
Is where
You
we
guys
have
trust
to.
me, right?
No, not for this. I don't think.
Oh, how rude.
I do trust
I can
you,
get us-
just not with this.
I can get us down fast and safe.
How?
I have just a smidgen of magic, and I can just float us down.
How
How
far
slide it
down?
is.
How
How
far
slide
down
it
is
is.
it?
About 50 feet.
How isolated is the house? I mean, is there like other dwellings around, or do we have to worry about collateral damage?
No, definitely no collateral damage. It's pretty much just this house, and that's it.
Is where we have to get down in line of view of their patrol.
If timed improperly, yes.
Wow, how big of a drop can the cricket survive?
Probably not that big.
Okay.
Us did to go just fine, but we probably want to set ropes to climb back up quickly with our climbing gear as we go down.
Unless that...
Great.
I was just gonna say, unless that gets noticed.
Well, I can make sure that they can't hear it.
Well, but they could probably see ropes dangling off the cliff face right in front of them, right?
Probably.
Okay, so it sounds like we float down. That is going to be the best use of resources.
How much control have you got on the descent?
It's kind of slow, soft fall.
Reckon we could
Above
set
table, it's your descent slows to 60 feet per round until the spell ends.
Our descent's
So
only
we
going to be
get
50
down.
feet, though.
Yeah, so we'll get down nice and fast and easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Yeah, you won't take 5d6 and fall damage.
Can you get all of us?
I can get 5 creatures, so I can get all of us and not get the cricket as well. But since it's a pendant, I think that'll be okay, hopefully.
S will go to the cricket and make it an amulet again, and pick it back up and put it in her bag.
Okay, are you guys ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Or what about our... Unless we're going to deal with these 2 people, our exit strategy might be need to plan.
Well, I
Well,
think
let's
the
just
hope
watch them for a minute.
is that we either kill them or we blow up the house.
Okay. I like that plan.
Okay.
Watch them a
Yeah,
minute.
so
So
let's
I
figure out the
assume-
timing.
Yeah, watch them a minute to see if they got a pattern to their... Are they staying together or are they split?
They are 180 degrees apart. Go ahead. I need 3 rolls from everybody. An insight check, a stealth check, and a perception check.
I'm sorry, insight, stealth, perception, in that order.
In any order that you so choose.
Okay, I was just making sure that was what you all said then.
17
Oh.
insight?
$11 for insight.
Got a 14 insight.
13 perception?
Also 13 perception.
And 15.
And 5 for stealth.
17 stealth.
11 stealth.
Hang on, I'm doing math, sorry.
All good.
Okay, so I got a 16 on the insight, a dirty 20 on the stealth, and an 11 on the perception.
Okay.
Okay. Indigo got a 24 on insight, a 27 on stealth, and an 18 on perception.
So Indigo saves the day. Insight, you can time it perfectly. Everybody did fairly decent on stealth, so we're good there, except for Egan, which this is a group check, so we're good. And then perception checks. Had a couple decent ones. However, Indigo's hit the number on the nose. That Minotaur is not quite actually a Minotaur. It's a Minotaur, but it's a statue of a Minotaur. So if you're going to do it, it would be wise to do it on the other figure's side.
Okay. So, Indigo lets everybody know all that information. I would do it in character, but my brain's just like bloop right now. Yeah, so whenever you guys are ready, just let me know, and we'll make sure everything's timed up and good, and we'll jump off or just step off, and I'll float us down.
We are ready on your go ahead.
Okay. How are you getting back up? Just out of curiosity.
Climber's kit?
With difficulty.
Okay. Just so I know.
We do have a climber's kit. Az can scramble her way up and set the pittance down and lower rope for everyone if we really need to.
Okay.
She can haul herself up, I'm guessing. Decently well enough as long as I don't roll like shit.
Yeah, that's fair. Alright. So, I need one more check from everybody, and it's a stealth check. Indigo, you're already going to roll a 38. You're probably good.
Only a 26, but,
Natural 20 for a 22.
17.
Also a 22.
Sorry, 21.
Everybody's good. You float down, and you make out the house. The humanoid figure looks to be an elf. Does not seem to notice you.
Is there a fence
We wanna
around it? Is it just open area? Is there a way we can get close without being seen?
It is an open area. There is one tunnel, large tunnel, on the other side of the cavern. That seems to be the way in and out.
Okay, so no rocks or anything to hide behind.
No.
Okay. So we just gotta go.
Book it.
How far away from the house are we?
Probably about 100 feet, so you can make it there without anybody seeing you. With
Okay.
those rolls.
Okay. I'd like to get close enough, and then charge the elf.
Do we want to
Okay.
engage the elf?
Oh, we gotta blow this place up and make an escape. We're gonna
above
have
the
to
table,
engage
I would-
them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we want to just explore the mansion and see if there might be some cool stuff in it first?
Well, yes, before we blow it up, but we need to either sneak inside or take care of the people outside first.
Agreed. Above the
And
table and all.
I'm assuming
Yeah.
because we passed the Minotaur passed and the elf is coming around, so we gotta charge the elf.
Okay. I mean, I figured we'd have to engage him at some point. I just didn't know whether you wanted to get inside the house and take care of it first and then engage them, or engage them and then get inside the house. I'm cool with whatever.
No, S is gonna charge the elf.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
I'm going to let everybody have a surprise round then.
Can I try to grapple and hold his mouth shut?
Yes.
So he can't, make noise or scream or alert anyone.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an athletics check with advantage.
$18.
Okay. You tackle them to the ground, however, their mouth is not covered. What does everybody else want to do?
Seeing this, Indigo will look at to Ez and try to dispatch of the elf that they are restraining. Advantage, right? Surprise round. And restrained. Ooh, not great. That is a brain. I think I have a +8, right? So that's 23.
Not good, 23. Yes, that hits.
I know, just barely, I'm sure. And then we get to do sneakity sneak damage and regular damage. Okay, so that is. Brain, please work. 8 regular damage. And then sneak damage is 7.
So 15 total?
15 total, yes. And then offhand with the cutlass. Still at advantage.
Yep.
Oh, natural 20. I'll measure in a minute. So that is 2d8. That is 10, 11 damage.
Okay.
On the offhand. And that's all I got.
Egan, Diana, or Forrest, anything that you'd like to do?
Seeing Indigo shoot at him and as charge him, I'll pop him an Eldritch Blast just for funsies.
Disadvantage because he's prone.
Oh well, I still got a +8 to hit. Let's see what we get.
Yeah, my goal wasn't necessarily to get him prone. It was just to kind of like grab him and cuff his mouth, but you know, whatever.
He slipped on the ice.
He actually rolled higher than you, but realistically would not have seen you coming, so you tackle him prone.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm just saying my initial plan was... Did you hit me?
Hey, that's either really good or really bad.
Okay, I have to. So, when I'm using 2d20s to roll, and I have picture proof of this. I promise you. I rolled a nat 1 on the yeet dice, and I rolled a nat 20 on the other d20.
Oh no! Oh no!
I
Don't
whiffed.
hit me!
It could also be Indigo that she hit, so maybe you're okay.
So I need you to make me a dex save.
Oh, that's pretty good. I rolled a 19.
Okay, yeah.
21.
So Diana hits your longsword, and it like goes flying off, and you like grab it real quick. You're like, no.
I will not lose this.
What did you tackle him for?
I didn't mean to. I tripped.
Yeah. Forrest or Egan, what would you like?
Go ahead, Forrest.
I'll just club him with the mace over the top of the head.
Again, you have advantage to hit.
So I got a 4 and a 9.
Total?
What?
That's 9 total?
The highest roll was the 9.
Okay, you miss. Was that 4 by chance a natural 1?
No.
What's your plus
I was
to
trying to
hit?
help you out. Yeah, it's very low to hit. It's okay though.
My attack bonus is +2.
Yeah. All right, Egan, it is your turn.
I'm gonna cast silence on. Let's put it on S's longsword, if she'll allow it. I'm gonna stay about 30 feet back, so I stay out of the radius.
Okay. That's probably really, really good that you did that. I need everybody to roll me initiative.
Do you want us to do it in combat tracker?
Nah, just tell me what you roll.
Okay.
I jumped the gun and I rolled it already in combat tracker.
Same.
It's all good.
21.
Well, 2.
I got a 13.
Forrest, if you roll a natural 1, no matter what it is, with a halfling, you can re-roll that.
Okay, 14.
14 to 14. A
17 for Indigo, I think.
okay.
21 for S.
Indigo, you go first.
21 for me.
Okay, S, you go first.
Okay, I'm gonna take my sword, kneel up, and just stab at him. Do I
Need to hit?
get advantage?
Yes, because he's prone.
Oh, good, because that was a natural 1. That's only a 3. I have a +7. Yeah. So, I only rolled a 10.
10 does not quite get it.
Damn. So we talked about the bonus action headbutt. Can I do that?
Yes, you can.
Cool.
You also get advantage on that, too.
Yep. Oh, natural 20.
Okay.
Fantastic. Oh, man. That was... I rolled a 6, so 12.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a Constitution save.
Natural 20.
Okay, yeah, you're fine. You're not confused at all.
No, because
You're like, ah!
my constitution...
Ow!
My constitution save is +7.
You're good. Indigo, it is your turn.
Alright, short sword then cutlass. I'm guessing all still at advantage because prone.
Yes.
Not awesome. That's math is a thing that I do not do well all the time. 17 to hit on the first
That will
one.
hit.
Okay, so that is 10 damage flat for the short sword, and then 6 more damage for sneak attack, so that's 16 total. And then we go on to the cutlass, which is a natural 18 plus 9, so
How would you like
Lot-
to kill this
lot.
particular?
Hmm?
How would you like to kill this particular person?
Ooh, kill the particular person. Just as Esther pulls their sword up, Indigo sees, that the little bit of the entry wound that they tried to make, and just plunges their cutlass into that, and hopefully hits the heart.
So yeah, you stab him good, and he dies. You can see sorry, I was looking for my mouse. being this close, and I assume that you brought dancing lights with you, because I'm being nice. You can see completely robed in that deep purple. Has a key around its neck.
S will take the key. Does the elf look familiar to her? Would she know him?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Good.
But
Would you like to search him any further?
yes,
Please.
This would be a hunter?
No,
No. What is he then?
just a guard.
Okay.
You search him and you find a spellbook.
Oh shit.
Has stuff
This-
like charm person and hold person and invisibility and suggestion in it.
Does someone want the spell book?
Could I actually take his robes?
They're covered in blood, but yeah.
We can get him cleaned up. That's totally fine. I don't care.
I don't think anybody really needs the spell book, so you can sell
Okay.
it or give it to someone, trade it.
Do you want to put it in a bag of holding? You want S to carry it?
I can put it in the bag of holding.
Okay.
You want me to keep a silent spell up?
Yes.
Okay, it's on your longsword, so it should travel with us. Or with
Okay.
you.
Is it a 30-foot range?
20 foot.
20. Okay.
What are you doing with the body, just out of curiosity?
We should probably haul it in the house and let it burn in the fiery wreckage, to be honest.
Yeah. Do we want to take care of the golem or leave the golem? Or whatever the minotaur thing is.
Is the golem still up, or was it attached to our elf?
It
only
is
way
on
to-
the other side of the house, so you're
only
not
way to-
100% sure.
Yeah, the only way to know is we send our rogue around and see if the sneakiest one of the bunch.
Sneaky sneak.
To
The
see.
rest of us should make our way probably towards the front of the house. S will carry the dead body.
I'll
don't know.
sneakity sneak around.
I don't know what we're gonna do about the blood stain that's on the ice, but you know.
Throw snow over it.
That's true. We could take time to do that too.
So you make your way into the house?
Just
As
to the
Indigo-
front. I don't want to go in yet.
Yeah, till we find out if the golem's still around. Or whatever.
Indigo, go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Natural 1.
What's your total?
11.
Well, I've got a +0 and I rolled a 10. So it doesn't notice you.
Amazing. Wow.
But yes, it is still up and moving.
Okay, I'll try to make my way back to the others. Be like, yeah, that weird statue minotaur thing is still up and moving around. So either it's being controlled by somebody else, or it controls itself. I'm not sure which.
Did you
It
notice any
also-
weapons?
Yes. Has a big great axe, and it looks to be crystalline.
Do we want to take care of this now?
Might
It
not
might
hurt.
not. It might not have any ranged options.
We could see if there's anything inside the house that's controlling it.
Were we able to successfully hide the blood?
Give me a survival check.
I'll do it.
Anybody.
Just an 11. I rolled a 4.
Well, I rolled an natural 1. And that
Yep.
was... I have a +2, so it'd be a 3 for me.
21.
And I have a chorky. But yes. 21 will get it.
Okay. And they
You're
were
lucky.
they were not staying inside of each other, correct? Like they didn't see each other at all? Okay, then yeah, we could make our way into the house.
All right. So, once inside the house, are you gonna poke around, or are you just gonna kind of light it on fire?
Oh no, I want to search
Definitely
this
poke.
shit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm poking
Sir,
around.
yeah. Treasure, yeah. Search.
How long are you gonna take to search?
An hour? Do a thorough investigation? 2 hours?
I wouldn't do it quite. I don't know. I personally wouldn't think that long.
Well, we're not
But-
gonna. Who knows when we're gonna have an option to check out one of their warehouses next time, especially the one they take vacation on. We could find
That is-
names. We could find all sorts of information.
That is true, but we don't know if any of them are coming back.
We don't. That's why I'm saying only an hour or two.
We ought to be able to do a fairly thorough search in an hour between the 5 of us. I would think.
I wouldn't push it any more than an hour personally. But
Okay.
And
With
somebody should
the-
try to keep that crystalline thing in sight too, just so we don't get surprised.
So do we want to double up for searching and then one person watches the door?
sure.
So, who is gonna watch the door?
S can do
I'm
that
not
part.
super awesome.
S can watch the door. She can hold her own if someone barges in.
Okay.
So the rest of you, go ahead and roll investigation with advantage. Because of the length of time, I'm going to allow it.
17 for Indigo. Right?
I
Yes,
won't-
17.
I want new dice.
Oh no.
I rolled a 19.
I rolled a 2 and a 3.
Got
Give me-
a 19 and a 7.
But you have a +9 or something, don't you?
On investigations +5. I'm just
Oh.
like a plus. I'm like 8. Perception I'm good, but not as much as investigation yet.
Okay. So, you search the house and you do find things. Find quite a few things. All of which I will fill you in on over the break.
Okay.
Because it's a lot. Actually, you rolled really well, except for Egan. Egan, you find a whole bunch of funny herbs and spices,
That's just what he's looking for.
and that's all you cared about.
Hey, that's a win for me, so I don't care.
Yeah, I figured that would realistically be why you rolled so bad, because you were like, "Oh, cool! I found the stash." All right, I need one more check from somebody. It doesn't matter who, but it's in insight with advantage when you light this house on fire to be able to try to get as much distance between you and the Minotaur.
I'm pretty good at that.
I've got a +4.
7.
Plus, yeah, 7 also. Go ahead.
Come on, dice, don't fail me now. Not awesome. I rolled 12 for a total of 19.
Not awesome.
Okay. And I rolled a 12 for a total of 12. So you time it pretty well. You light the house on fire. It goes up pretty quick because you soak everything in oil. You throw the alchemist fire through the windows. Egan, you do your thing.
If it was the new day, I could have used the alchemy jug oil too.
That is true.
So lots of oil.
Yes.
Did somebody say bonfire? I want s'mores.
Yeah, pretty much. So you have exactly 4 rounds to get up the face and start climbing. Because I assume that Esther's going to climb up before you and start hauling people up as they need, right?
Either climber's kit or hauling them up, whichever way is probably going to be faster. Might just be easier for her to use some pittons and climb up herself and then haul everyone up.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Okay.
And for this particular thing, we're going to do Flavor Rage and allow you to have advantage on that athletics check to climb people up.
Oh no, she would definitely waste some rages on this.
Yeah. So, like I said, you got 4 rounds. For you, I need athletics with advantage, climb.
Okay, 2 15s. Athletics was +7.
Okay, so you move up 22 feet.
Okay. Another set.
Go ahead and, yep.
Natural 20, so 35.
Okay.
Sorry, 27.
Okay, so that'll get you the rest of the way.
Okay.
Because the foot doesn't matter at this point.
Yeah. And she's got 50 some feet of rope.
All right.
Does the cricket have any additional time left on it? I think we were moving for 6 hours.
Yep, you got 2 hours left.
Okay, then I'll tie the rope to the cricket too to help haul it up.
Okay, so you're going to get advantage on the haul up +2.
So the first one's an 18. 19.
Okay.
19
cool.
plus 7 plus 2.
So 28.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys get well above as where the Minotaur can actually hit. He crashes into the side of that thing and cracks the ice going up. You guys get on the bobsled, start taking off. I assume the cricket's going to pull you.
Yes, at cricket speed.
Yeah, which would be 40 feet around because you can't jump.
Oh, you told me to take the horse, so I wasn't sure its speed.
I thought it was 40. Or is it
Horse's
50?
speed is 40, I think. Let's see. No, their speed is 60.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, you moving right along. You hear the Minotaur thing crashing into the side of the cliff as you're going away. And you get probably half hour down through. You're starting to slow down a little bit. And I need everybody to make me one more survival check.
Natural
That's very
20,
6.
total of 23.
18.
8. Off a natural 1.
22.
Okay, so Indigo, Forrest, and Diana, you see that your tunnel's starting to look kind of rickety. Like somebody's trying to cave it in, but it's coming from behind you. You can see the cracks start propagating. So you might need to get going a little bit quicker.
Has the cricket been going full 120 feet dash?
I assume yes.
Okay. Wow, keep that up as long as possible.
So you got roughly 2 hours. Because I assume the 60 feet being what took you the 6 hours. So double that, 4 hours worth of. Yeah. So you got roughly 2 hours worth of I gotta go checks. We're gonna break this up into 10-minute increments. Whoever wants to push the sled as fast as they can. It is strength checks.
I will push the sled.
For every fail, you have to do a constitution check.
That's fine. Can I spend the whatever rages I have left as flavor rages to just be hauling ass?
I assume that this is part of it.
Okay.
Basically, what's happening is you're going at your normal speed. It's just trying to figure out at what point do you give out. We're going to start out at DC 10 and go up 1 per 10 minutes.
Okay, do I get advantage on these because of the Anything or just straight?
They're just straight.
This one's a 19.
Would guidance do me any good?
Yeah, you can add guidance in there. So yeah,
I'll cast it every time then.
we'll need 12 total. If you fail more than 2, you can't push anymore.
Okay.
So somebody else has to do it.
So the first one's a 19.
Okay.
Oh no. Second one's a
What?
2.
2 for a
And
bunch.
I have a +5, and then guidance is +4.
Yeah. So you need that 4.
I rolled a 3.
Okay. Give me a Constitution save.
That's fine. That's not fine. 10.
You passed the Constitution save.
Well, good. Let's move my mouse out of the way so it doesn't hit it again. Okay. Another strength.
Yes. That's not a good look.
So it stopped on a 1, but it hit something.
I'll let you roll again.
And it technically stopped cocked.
Roll again.
That's a 19.
Okay, you're good.
That's
Do
an
we need to
natural
get-
1.
Oh my gosh.
Go ahead and give me a Constitution save.
11 plus 7, 18.
You're good. You don't get a level of exhaustion yet.
Okay. 15 plus 7.
That's good.
11 plus 7.
Okay, you're
18.
still good.
Natural 20.
You're good.
18.
You're good.
5 plus 7.
Yeah, that one is a fail. So
Yes.
go ahead and give me another Constitution save.
Natural 20.
Okay, you're fine.
I've been rolling pretty
Um,
bad most of this time, other than like these key checks.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Give me one more strength save, just to see.
Wait, are these saves or checks?
I think they're supposed to be checked.
Okay.
Yeah. Check.
17 roll plus 5.
Okay, yeah, you're good. Last two don't matter because we didn't get to that point. The Constitution save was up to 16, by the way.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So that 11 was almost as low as I could roll.
Yeah. So yeah, you are actually good.
S
You
is just a
power
fucking
through.
beast.
Yeah,
Sorry, freaking
you're like,
beast.
You're like, I'm not gonna die today. Go through yourself, and you're just pushing. You get off at one point, and you're like pushing behind it. And then you're like, no, this is a bad idea. And then you go back to pushing to the pole. And you do make it out. And about the time that you make it out the entire tunnel, you can just see like the cloud of ice and snow forming behind you, and it kind of pushes you out the last little bit. And when you make it back to the camp, everybody just kind of looks at you like, did it go well?
So just lay down on the bobsled like she's dead tired. Muscles
What
are
about
jello.
all the good?
Indigo will pat Az on the shoulder, be like, beast mode. Respect.
I did not want to move
And-
for the next 3 days.
I don't blame you. And then they turn back around to the others. And we're like, yeah, mostly went well. We got some, loot from the house. Killed an elf. There's a minotaur statue golem weird thing following us. They kind of wrecked the tunnel. Other than that, I think it went well.
It was a pretty fire.
Oh shit,
Well-
did I lose my jade cricket?
No.
Okay.
I assume that you would have like grabbed it as you were going back.
Yes.
They just kind of like pick us up and haul her off to somewhere that she can get a good meal and a drink.
And she will
They
drink.
usher you. Yeah, they usher you all back in there. They kind of feed you. They give you something to drink, and we will pick it up from there next week. By the way, go ahead and level up to level 5.
Woohoo!
Get a long rest. And if you are doing anything funky, let me know.
How exciting.
Indigos. All now.
Well, we should make a post as to what we all pick after this.
Oh, totally, definitely.
But I'm gonna roll my hit dice, because I'm going Barbarian, another level.
I'm gonna be boring and just take average. Whee!
Oh no, I rolled off the table.
Fun night, though. Thank you, Jangle. I need to get caught up on my notes. I got kind of engrossed in that tunnel sequence.
What?
I was thanking Dangle for the fun night, and that I need to get caught up because I got kind of engrossed in that tunnel and house sequence.
I rolled a 6.
I think I'm going to go ahead and multi-class this one. This level up.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I think between training on the ship and scaling ice walls, I think this would be a pretty fitting point to take a level in Monk.
Oh, you're going Monk?
Yep.
Ooh. That's interesting. So if I did math right, my health went up to 64.
Okay.
I rolled 6 and I have a +5.
Okay. Does anybody else doing anything fun?
What do I even get? Oh,
Nope.
Just another level in cleric.
Another
Somewhere.
level 1 rogue.
Gonna stay in cleric for now.
Okay. You can get fireball yet?
Yes. And daylight and flame sword.
Ooh. And then Forrest gets some fun stuff too, which I still have to actually fill out their domain spells for them because
Blacker.
yeah, I forgot about that part. Like I did everything else, and I was like, oh yeah, domain spells. I'm dumb. I can tell you, first level would be crap. I can't remember what the hell it would be. I'm blanking. It's on the bard list, and it's like bard only spells. So
I get my second attack and 10 extra movement speed.
woohoo!
So that's exciting. That'll
That
be
is
really
exciting.
fun. Moving up with that 40 movement speed.
I kind of wish rogues got like 2 regular attacks,
Yeah, it's
especially with
kind of,
such high dex.
it's a little dumb that they don't.
But dual wield, I still get 2 attacks, but that's okay.
All right. So Forrest, one of your first level spells that's like part of your domain is Dissonant Whispers, which is a really fun spell.
Heck yeah, it is.
And I'm gonna be really nice to everybody here. because I didn't tell you this beforehand, Silvery Barbs is your other one. And Silvery Barbs is one of the better first level spells.
Some would say the best for level spell.
It's a fantastic spell. The handful of times I've used it, it has been very nice.
My Tuesday
Yeah,
night
definitely.
group is addicted to it.
See, I made sure I didn't use it very much with Bri, but I used it at key moments.
Yeah. And then second level, you get Enthrall, which that one's hit or miss. It's useful when you need it. I think I just found a spell that I've never used or seen or even cared about,
What spell?
which is impressive. Nather's Mischief.
Oh, that was a new one that came with the dragon book.
Okay. That's
It's
why
weird.
I didn't really pay attention to it.
Yeah, it's like, what is it, a D4 to pick between, or a D6 or something to pick between what happens.
Yeah.
And one of them is like, it makes things smell like pie.
Yeah, it's weird. Um, and then the other spell that you get for second level is Gift of Gab.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah, both very bard spells, but could help a cleric out.
I've only ever used Gift of Gab once, and Rooster was there to see it happen.
I've never used it myself.
They got to work on the higher level spells, obviously, but for now, that's what you got.
So was S not known by the rebellion or whatever?
She is.
Okay. Just not the Bastille one or something?
Yeah, just not quite to the level that
Gotcha.
would get her here.
It confused me for a minute, but I figured it was something like that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I have to ask. This is just absolutely killing me not to know. Is the alternate Diana really as inept as everyone is making her out to be?
You've seen Legally Blonde, right?
Yes.
So, not the main character, but like the really shitty best friend. Yeah. If we were to say intelligence of like 1 to 18, probably about a 6. She's not very smart. She's very charismatic, but she's not very smart.
That's probably the best way to dissuade this Diana from poking around. That's not someone she wants hanging around. Oh my god.
What happens if
You
we
don't wanna
off
be-
these dimensions? These timelines?
They just die.
Oh, so no crazy shit will happen?
As long as that person doesn't do anything to the other person, no.
Hmm.
But if alternate dimension kills first dimension, or vice versa, something like that.
Interesting.
Forrest, are you going to take Spirit Guardians, you think?
It's a handy AoE thing to have.
Yeah, it is.
If me and him both cast it, that'd be some serious double whammies on some people.
Is Egan's just a tornado of flame?
Yeah, just little balls of fire, like fire ants, just dancing around, doing radiant damage. And I didn't prepare a Revivify. I meant to ask, would y'all like to have a continual light?
We have the dancing lights.
You can do like a hooded lantern, or I've done it before with like a door behind a shield, where you can open and close the door, and you can see the light that way.
Yeah, Indigo has the dancing lights, and they also have a hooded lantern, I believe, or a lantern of some sort. So I think we're kind of covered.
Okay.
Maybe. Hopefully.
I mean, well, I've got the light cantrip too, so I mean, we could do it that way. But I didn't know if you'd want to. It's just basically a torch that never goes out.
I mean, it wouldn't be terrible to have, but I won't be super hindered in the dark, at least fighting like up close. At ranged I will be, but S spends a large chunk of her time training with a dwarf who made sure her blind human butt could fight in the dark.
But it costs 50 gold pieces to cast it.
Yeah,
But
I wouldn't
it's,
worry about it then.
Okay. I'm just asking.
Yep.
It's something I can do over a downtime if you change your mind. Just have to prepare the spell, then cast it.
Yeah. For the time being, at least, don't waste, resources and spell slot.
What about Revivify? Do we have faith?
It's always handy to have on hand, especially considering what we're doing.
All of you will like the 4th level spells that Forrest can get.
I'm sure we will.
One's compulsion.
Oh.
The other one is a little bit more interesting. Starts with a P and ends with a morph.
Oh boy.
Nice.
Yeah,
Pomorph.
cleric spells kind of suck at 4th level too. I've been looking ahead a little bit.
Yeah. And that's why I was like, I need to give you at least one actually useful cleric spell at 4th level.
Polymorph is fun.
Yeah, it is.
So, do we want to buy a diamond or two? But I guess it kind of depends on how much loot we got, right?
Yeah, we need to figure out loot and all of that after this.
Yep.
But yeah, definitely keep some diamonds on hand for
I don't need one for
making
Esther.
us alive.
I want to see S go down and die to see what happens with this. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll
I don't want to lose her as being able to play her. I just legitimately want to see what happens when she dies and gets brought back.
I gotta dump something to pick up Revivify then.
Fifth level's fun for Forrest as well. You remember that thing that I wanted Fit to do with the dog
Yeah.
when he got 5th level spells?
Yeah.
Forrest will get that one and my favorite spell.
Horse cage?
No. The other one that I use every time it's on any sort of list. Starts with an S. And Ed liked to use it too.
And who?
Ed?
I didn't play enough with Ed to know his choice of spells.
Oh, yeah.
We did like one big thing in combat, and that was it.
Yeah. Synaptic Static.
Oh yeah, that's a painful one.
I love that spell.
I was gonna take that on Bri. I had started to lean more towards the psychic spells with her.
But yes, Force Cage will be in there. As well as either Resurrection or Regenerate. Probably Regenerate.
Don't clerics get resurrection?
Actually, I get both of them. Let me find if there's anything better.
The only nice thing about the special spells is that they don't count towards your list.
Yeah. I might just give you Resurrection just for something fun to do. Or Mordenkainen's Sword. Just because...
The Mordenkainen spells are so fun. I've used them a couple times on my Blade Singer.
And then there's going to be a Mind Blank.
Ooh.
And Power Word's done. Because I think they only go up to 8th level spells, right? Or do they not even get to 8th level?
I don't know if they get to 8th level.
Who?
The Cleric Domain spells.
Yeah, they get up there.
Clerics do, but I don't think the domains do.
Oh, the domain. Okay, that's what wasn't clicking. Let me.
I think they stop
check
at
it
6 or 7.
1st, 3rd, 5th, 7th, 9th.
Oh.
See, I thought they got up there.
Yeah, but it's 5th level spells. It's just actual physical level. So yeah, up to 3rd level spells is what you got now for us. So yeah, I need to get that list together for you.
Alright.
So I can't. Yeah, I'll get that list together for you and I'll send it over to you.
Hate to do it, but I'm gonna drop Bless, I guess. I'll be running probably Spiritual Weapon on my, or I'll be running Flame Blade or Spirit Guardians for my concentration in combat anyway.
Fair enough. Fela here. So the dice have been rolled for the session, and we've had our after-game care with you all included. From us here at Total Party Crit, we thank you for joining us at our virtual table. As always, if you have any game-related questions for our players or DM, including lore questions, anything that happened in the recent game, or questions about any items we have, please feel free to leave a comment in the video with them or on one of our social media pages. Links for those will be down in the description under the video. Music attributions will also be there as well, and there will be a Discord post about all of the music used in this session as well. The world is a crazy place, so stay safe, and we hope to see you again.